I want to speak to you both a bit about the whole paparazzi culture and how everybody's dealing with it right now. I know Vijay recently had this, sort of an encounter with a pap where things got a little awkward. Jaideep and Sujoy, you somehow managed to stay under the radar when it comes to getting papped. How have you managed that, Jaideep? Do you not step out of the house, or what is it?
No, if you don't want to do it, they will never bother you. I think we make them be at some place to be clicked. And if I genuinely don't want to be seen, it's my choice, basically. But having said that, I don't think we should run away from that, because that's the thing we always wanted. I personally feel very, not so comfortable when people are around. This is the hardest part, I'm saying, sitting on this stage and talking about films. So this is the hardest part of my life being an actor. I feel so alive in front of camera when I'm working. Other than that, I'm very, I'm home all the time, basically. Or either playing cards with FTI friends. So, of course, people around me, friends and actors, co-actors, they always say, yeah, do something about this, do more PR. I try, but I fail every time.
I think I was doing fairly good on my own. I think the PAP situation kind of escalated a bit as soon as I started seeing Tamanna. That's when the PAPs lost their minds. And I couldn't control it. And there were times they came right at my doorstep, and nobody came to my building before that. And I walked up to my building gate. I said, do not ever come back. I live in this isolated part of Andheri that nobody should know where I live, and don't go tell your friends where I stay. And I don't want you outside my house. So, yeah.
But you know what's interesting is how you both have navigated that, like sort of a public relationship now. You both are so popular. You both are seen at public events. You both are spotted in the city and all about. Yet the Paps and you sort of have that equation that perhaps they know where to draw the line. Is that something you both discussed, that how should we navigate our relationship?
It's just not with Paps. It's with people. Like I like to have my boundaries with people, and they're not my friends. I mean, I like them. I don't mind them. And they like me. And it's a work relationship as well. But I don't want them to ask me personal questions. Who are they? They're not journalists, right? So, and even journalists aren't allowed to ask too many personal questions. It's an equation that I share with people, generally. And I really enjoy them because they're a lot of fun. Have you seen that thing at NMC at the Ambani?
Yes.
It was pure joy for 3 days, just listening to them.
Absolutely. Sujoy, do you get bored of getting asked this question of Kahani, and when will the next Kahani drop, and what will happen in the Kahani universe? I mean, that's a film and a character and a premise that definitely is not going to leave you ever. And you have sort of done spin-offs, and you are perhaps creating more stories with that. Jaideep has something to say.
Yeah, Jaideep can answer this question.
You have two actors right here.
I never get bored of this. I love Kahani. I mean, I owe a lot to that film. A lot of me is that film. And yes, whenever we have a script, we will go ahead with the next installment of Kahani.
And we have Jaideep nodding his head vigorously. Is that a sign? Is that a cue?
Yeah, they'll all be there.
I will also nod my head if that's the cue.
They'll all be there, yeah.
Okay, so that's almost we'll take it as a casting announcement. We will love taking these things as announcements. Sujoy, what are your favorite films to sort of, what are your favorite films that you indulge in? I mean, you sort of created a signature genre in your own space, right? Cliffhanger, and then there'll be a twist somewhere, or it'll be dark in some spaces. Is there anything that you've watched of late that has sort of impressed you?
Oh, I loved Rocky and Rani.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you told Karan that?
Huh?
Have you told Karan Johar that?
Yes. And I love Jawan. I love Pathan. Yeah, so I love any films, which keeps me invested for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. So, yeah.
I enjoyed Jawan as well. It was wild. It was so good. And fun fact, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan enjoyed Jaane Jaan as well. He called us. He called me and then he called Jaideep. And he's spoken to Sujoy sir as well. He
He
congratulated us on
took your numbers from me.
Yeah, that was the moment. He called me and he said, अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा बिजी नहीं हैं तो थोड़ी सी बात करनी, शाहरुख बोल रहा हूँ. मैंने उनको कहा, अगर मुझे हार्ट अटैक आया तो इसके जिम्मेदार आप होंगे.
But we have to speak about Jawan and Shah Rukh, and just the fact that magic on screen, we are living in a world that is all about the magic of Shah Rukh Khan, the reason why we make movies, why we love movies. Do you both have any favorite Shah Rukh Khan memory or a Shah Rukh Khan story to tell? We would love to hear. Vijay?
I think we are living in his phase, like we're living in Shah Rukh's shadow. Everything about this incredible man is so inspiring in so many ways. He set a benchmark right now, which only he can cross. As a person, as an actor, as a personality, as a star. And I think I've had, I can like count every opportunity, every time I've met him. It's so significant, even if it is a 5-second meeting or a 10-second handshake or whatever it is. You remember, your times with him. He's one of those people that he touches your heart. That's the thing.
Jaideep, do you have a favorite Shah Rukh film that you binge watch, or perhaps you would give your arm and leg to ever be a part of if you had to go back in time?
So many films. While we were growing up, the Bajigar, DDLJ were the huge hits, like madness. But I'm fortunate enough working with him for a very small part in Race. And it just happened. Somebody else was casted for that role and something happened. And then on the 11th hour, I was finalized 11:30 in the night and subah 7 baje call type. So I worked with him for like next 4 days. And it was most amazing experience. I always say working with Shah Rukh Khan is, you can't describe it. You have to experience it, as simple as that. The way he treats you, the way he talks to you and make you so important, it's mesmerizing. And then he remembers everything, like Vijay said, he remembers every single thing. The day he called me, he was talking about Race. The first day that's the only time I got starstruck. I was the first scene with him and I was looking at him and I was slow because I became an audience during the scene and I'm watching Shah Rukh Khan playing a character. So I'm 5 seconds, 7 seconds delayed of my reactions. And then somehow the director said that everything is fine, but the scene is, is going down. You have to pace it up. And King Khan understood that. And he knew that I was nervous. So he just settled everyone. 5 minutes ka break lete. 15 minutes, he was talking about random things. And those 15 minutes became, like, for me, it's like, saans aaya, jisko kehte hain na.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, but that we are living in the love universe of Shah Rukh Khan.